Beyond the beyond we go again. So ready your seats, because let's begin.
All right, so now we're doing the chapter called First Night, aka
We're doing First Night on part 8.
Yes, back yonder.
because
Dwebs.
because art.
Yes, indeed. Back yonder, there was the first night. But get ready, Dwebs, because it's going to be a fright. For you see in the right hand,
Okay,
Mr.
Joe.
David
I
Cage.
get it.
Okay, so basically, our douchebag father is tired of Aiden, so he decided to dump us here.
All right.
You're a shit parent, and you're not even an actual.
Okay. You know what? That your newborn who died at birth. She at least that baby dodged the bullet. I'm saying it right now.
You could say they're horrible and completely unfair, but if you ask me, I really find the designs quite square.
Let's see what's inside her suitcase. Why not? Oh, you can actually see.
Wow.
I know.
Oh, look, her jammies are red.
Okay, I know this is supposed to be.
Well, sort of like a hot pink, actually.
I know it's supposed to be a heart-wrenching moment, but honestly, I do care more about what's in that suitcase than.
I'm really not surprised.
Where'd you go?
Honestly, Dibs, I'm really not surprised, for you can see there's not much to see with your eyes.
It's very simple, Dwebs. The reason, like Pro Jared said, hold on. Let's check out what happened to the mom here.
What notice by directing?
What is it?
Basically,
lady, what are you doing?
Care about what's going on because, well, we're constantly
What is
jumping
she
around.
doing?
Is she okay?
She's smiling.
Yay! I'm so glad to be relieved.
Okay. Plot twist. It turns out that the reason the father pushed Jodie away was because he knew that the mother was psychotic and really wanted to strangle her, as you can see with the movements by her hands.
So the father actually saved Jodie from.
He put on a good act, all just
That
to
thing she's
save
doing
Jodie.
with her hand. Maybe that's the bubble thing.
Oh my god! And all this time I thought that the father was a jerk, but no, he may secretly be the hero.
Why did he even bother? Oh. Shit. What the hell?
Okay, what's with all the teleporting in this game? I don't.
Again, Dwebs.
Dwebs,
again, to be fair, if we don't break the game like I did, and you need a modded PS3 for this, you will never see this kind of shit. Because basically, when the basically it's the way the game is programmed. Every time the models leave the shot, the game kind of gets rid of them by teleporting them away. Basically.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a lot of games do this. It's just that we never see it because of the programming hiding it.
Hey, Jodie.
Anyway, you see,
I was trying to do what Aiden's voice.
Can we just watch NBA?
Yeah.
So this is what I imagine Aiden would sound like.
Okay, to develop your okay.
Oh, by the way, Dwebs, just to originally in our playthrough, I didn't nearly kill the father.
By the way, Shiro, you were saying something when I was checking the insides of the suitcase?
Your pajamas are on the couch.
No, I was just telling Jova that wasn't really hot pink.
Okay.
Yeah, true.
Well,
but yeah,
that way now.
Yeah.
Oh, look, her jammies have a bunny on them. Oh, that's adorable.
Basically, Dwebs, at this scene, you sort of have a choice of whether you want to try and kill Jodie's foster father. This time we chose not to.
By the way, yeah, actually, Joe, but it's not in this chapter that it happens. It's in a later chapter.
Wait. No. I'm pretty sure it's this chapter, because, they're leaving her here for the first night.
Well, this...
Oh, never mind.
This one, in this particular chapter, it's supposed to be just a few days, but later... There's a next chapter where they come back here, and then they're basically saying their final goodbye.
Yeah,
basically.
You're right. I mixed them up because they're so unbelievably similar.
Redundancy for the win. Redundancy for the win. Basically.
And yeah. That's another reason.
Oh, hey, Bunny Gruff.
I mean,
isn't Bunny Gruff adorable, guys?
It makes it hard to care. Yeah. Speaking seriously about the plot for a bit. Yeah, that's yeah, there are two big reasons why it's hard to care about this plot. One, as we stated before, the plot is constantly jumping around, so you sort of lose the weightness of each scene that is continued. And secondly, yeah, as here, the plot points tend to be incredibly redundant when they're actually connected to the main plot.
Yeah, well, what Jova said. And also, to develop your thought about not caring, it's very simple. Like Bro Jared said it himself. Every single character in this game, aside from maybe Stan, they all lack that and are given no development whatsoever. I mean, let's think about this for a moment. What do we know?
Jodie herself. Look at Jodie. Okay.
This is supposed to be a character study of Jodie, supposedly. What do we even know about Jodie? Aside from the fact that she has a ghost friend. What characteristics does she have?
She can be a bitch.
That's not really a good character trait now, is it?
Well, it's a trait.
You know, the odd thing is, like, well, you think, like, well, what David Cage would have done is, like, use this as an excuse to say that, oh, you know, you as the player are Jodie, except no, even if you tried to raise the argument, it's later shot in the foot because it turns out that the players are meant to represent Aiden and vice versa instead of Jodie. Yet, Jodie's just as flat that you'd think that she would also be an avatar for the players.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's just because at some points Jodie will scold you for not playing the game the way that you should be.
And now the interdimensional ghosts are out to get us. We're in Half-Life again.
Oh God!
Hey, wake up, guy! They actually
wake up, you moron!
They made Half-Life free. Quick, get in here!
It's too good to be true.
Okay, basically, Dwebs, later when we get to this part in the co-op, basically you have to defeat the ghost yourself, basically. You just push the analog sticks into them, basically.
Right.
What's even the consequence if you don't even do that?
She gets a little more bruises on her body. Story-wise, nothing.
So how do you like that, Dwebs? It doesn't matter whether or not you're good at video games or what.
So I might as well just do nothing.
Win.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Dwebs, you yourself say that you kind of suck at video games, no offense, I mean, that's what you said, but question, would you take a game like this that so blatantly lets you win either way, you know, as something?
No.
Can you explain why, you know? I mean, like, well, for you, because, like, you know, I've heard some people argue that, you know, the sort of people who
you are a doctor.
Yeah.
Actually, no, they're not doctors, Dwebs. They're paranormal scientists / researchers. They're not doctors, actually. So.
Well, it depends. Does he have a PhD? Because then he technically is a doctor.
No, we know he's not a doctor.
I mean, it's a completely different field than medicine.
Well, Pedro, you don't have to be in a field of medicine to be called a doctor. At least not in America.
I'm not really the right kind of person to be talking about that. I don't really understand that.
I take computer science, and you know,
my mom's a doctor.
Doctors exist in computer science and computing in general.
Yep.
I've never taken a college course, so I wouldn't know.
Right.
Oh God, it's this chapter.
I mean, yeah, I know you can be doctors in different fields, but we know he's a researcher.
Okay, so basically we established that Aiden is not afraid of the interdimensional ghosts anymore, so now he can just fight them for it, which explains why in the condenser chapter she was immediately going, okay, you'll keep me away from them because...
Hey, Dwebs.
And look, and now we have Emo Ellen Page.
Yeah.
Hey, Dwebs. Dwebs? You know how the majority of the game is trying to suggest that Jodie's just an innocent girl who just got screwed over wrongly in life? Well, here's a chapter dedicated to possibly showing how despicable Jodie can be. Well,
actually,
shows.
Actually, Jova, since I did it in the last playthrough.
Look at how
okay, what flammable? Why? I know that it's flammable because it's made of wood, but what kind of causes has that thing in it?
No, Pedro, you were showing us, you know, flammable is a metaphor for how heated up Ellen Page is.
Big Brother is watching you. I get it. She's one of those hipsters, the kind that says, Big Brother's always watching. The system is messed up, yo. She's rebelling.
So basically, Ellen Page is in this chapter is going through that phase where she's rebellious. Wait, what the fuck?
Wait,
they do?
Just open.
What the hell?
It's like I said, everyone here are ghosts.
By the way, then, my introduction at the beginning of the video, yeah, that first chapter wasn't what I thought it was.
Oh,
I
boy.
just heard what Pedro said.
Oh, here we go. She's going to try and annoy the heck out of him just to get him to let her out.
Oh, I get it. She's took inspiration from Chester Bennington.
Okay. So one minute I'm supposed to like her, the next minute I'm supposed to not like her.
But don't you see, Dweebs? It is the brilliant roller coaster of emotions.
Couldn't they just mute her?
But don't you see, Dweebs? It is a visual expression of her teenage rebellious. It is brilliant.
Well,
she's going to throw a temper tantrum. How cute.
Anyway,
I know this is
okay.
like badly
She's
done,
bipolar.
but- Okay, I know this is badly done,
I
but
wish.
you get a bit pissy if you were in solitary confinement for your life.
True. Fair enough.
okay, no, actually, I'm going to rebut that, Shiroi, because yes, it's true. I get your point is, but at the same time,
oh yeah, that's right.
wait,
Pedro brings up a good point. Actually, I forgot.
in that case, let me finish then. Yeah, remember, Shiroi. Chronologically, this is after the party chapter. So this was after she had her first, aka social experience, where things went horribly wrong. So why would she ever want to go, quote unquote, meet some friends again? And who are these friends?
Not to mention
Rocky!
Yeah. I mean, she's a bit...
I guess she feels like she has it slightly more under control.
I mean,
Aiden just kind of did his own shit.
I guess, but...
And caused chaos on
fair enough.
But at the same time, ever since that accident, she probably stayed here, all the time, because she aside from maybe the party chapter, she was here pretty much almost all of her life. So how did she magically get friends that she wants to meet with?
She's lying about the friends, obviously.
Yeah.
However, somehow she heard about something some girls are gonna do, so she wants to hang out with them.
But how did she hear that? She's trapped in here. How did she hear that?
Maybe somebody let her out at some point. I have no idea about that.
The keyword of today, children, is contrivance.
By the way,
I thought the word of the day was going to be plot hole.
By the way.
Well, Mr. Dwibs, the plot hole. We already taught the plot hole last week, so
time to cover that word.
Okay.
Also, despicable act number 1. Cole here has been one of the few people who's actually acted nice to Jodie, completely. And yet, what does she do? She has Aiden infiltrate him just so he can let her out.
Our heroine, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. I can maybe understand if Cole were a jerk to her, but no, he's been reasonable. He's been kind. He's been caring.
Cole's been the best character.
Hey, Shiro, I'm curious. Do all girls go through their rebellious emo phase?
No, I didn't have an emo phase.
What about your friends?
I have a couple who did.
Okay. So this is kind of legit, maybe?
And to be fair, Pedro...
you'll find, actually, that, in school, a lot of people, especially around the middle years of secondary school, did go through this kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, by the way, Joe, I was about to say, to answer your question. Okay.
Well, first it's just, to be fair, Pedro, the term you're looking for is more a gothic thing, because, the emo thing goes into more depression thing. Gothic is mainly with the look she's doing. And also the whole moody thing.
You're a really terrible liar.
Yes, she is.
Okay. Yeah, Dwibs, listen to this.
Actually, Jova, in the last playthrough, I actually did go all the way in this chapter. I'm actually going to fail on purpose this time, for the sake of showing the alternative.
Okay.
Well,
but this is the complete alternative, the one that allows you, basically, from what I've heard, this alternative allows you to get the best ending of the date chapter.
Exactly, which is why I'm doing it.
Brilliant.
Oh, the date chapter.
Basically, Dwebs, later on we're going to have a date chapter where we can have the sex scene, the obligatory David Cage sex scene. However,
here's the thing, though.
Go ahead.
Well, go on.
Basically,
okay, I'll do it. Basically, Dwebs, originally when we did the playthrough, we went the full way and had Jodie do every single despicable act, and basically it leads to a scene where, well, she goes into a bar, which clearly does not look like a place where girls would hang out from. No need to sound sexist, but it's a man's bar, and well, gee, the
actually, Joe, allow me to interrupt you there, Joe.
Spoiling that chapter.
Allow me to. Who cares, she right? Anyway, allow me, Jova. Actually, Jova, just give me an idea, Jova. Let me interrupt you there so I can ask something to Dwebs. Dwebs, question. Huh? Ellen Page is in a man's bar full of kind of big, burly, grotesque men. And this is a David Cage universe, so what do you think is going to happen?
All the men are going to try and jump her.
Exactly. There you go.
Jodie's getting read the riot here.
Basically, if you want to see it, go check our playthrough that's already uploaded.
Listen to Willem Dafoe when he reads you the riot act.
All right, Joe, but keep going.
Yeah. Basically, Dibs, originally in the in our other playthrough, we had Jodie do every single despicable act just to get to the place. And well, yeah, long story short, she nearly ends up getting raped, and Aiden then kills every single man present there in cold blood. Needless to say, it was a bloodbath, and then Nathan comes in and consults Jodie, saying it'll be okay. While they're among,
it'll be okay. No, Willem. A lot of people were killed. It's not gonna be okay. Okay, now is the chapter you were talking about.
Alone.
And basically, just long story short, if we do the date chapter, see, even if you get to the sex scene when you're about to do it, then Jodie will then have post-traumatic stress disorder, which will then the best ending.
Which I will show off. In fact, I actually took advantage of this revisit to play for the sake of showing off those two scenarios. The one where she refuses because of trauma, and the one where she does indeed go all the way with him.
Must be two different save files then, because, story-wise, you haven't even gone there.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, now I remember, yeah, plot twist, actually. It turns out that basically, every people that Jodie's consulted outside, basically they've been workers. Sort of like with, when she got invited to that party, the teenage girl's mother also worked at the base. So I'm guessing that's how Jodie must have figured out about the party. But yeah,
basically... I don't know, Joe, but that...
I'm not saying that it makes it legit,
that was before this point. Like I said, maybe they didn't understand the point and wanted to see what maybe they thought it was okay for her to be around other people.
Yeah, that too.
Because apart from the
By the way,
there's nothing really unusual about her. So who's to say that she can't be?
By the way, Dibs, you started
it turned out to be a disaster, but they had to try.
Yeah, good point, Stuart.
Yeah, Pedro.
Especially since eventually the CIA gives her her own flipping apartment where she's free to leave at any moment's notice.
Yeah, Pedro.
Sorry, Dwebs?
By the way, Dwebs, did you start to see what I mean about Willem Dafoe being cast in this game being kind of inconsequential? He doesn't do anything, and at least not until the climax. He's just kind of there.
Oh, we're gonna get backstory on him, but
was he really that? Was he really that?
But like everything else, that backstory is pretty much just going to get crumpled up and then maybe uncurled a bit, just to say, "Oh, hey, here's this."
Here we go. Okay, Dibs. This is one chapter that I'm sure you'll love, which I'm gonna go in the playthrough. Hey, Daddy,
you're still going to do it?
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
You're still gonna do it?
Yeah. Well, he's an asshole, and I hate him. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I get that, but I mean, you did this last time, so
it doesn't really. Even if I don't do it, they'll just go away. So it's not like
obviously,
so it's like the alternative is even worth seeing anyway. So yeah.
Is there like any alternate dialogue that happens, or
not really? They just leave and they just leave, and then Willem is like, "Don't worry, Jodie, we'll take good care of you and shit," and that's basically it.
So
great line reading, dude. Great line reading.
Whoa, monsters! So yeah, I'll see you next year for our family reunion or something. Boy, family reunions are going to be a bit awkward with those two.
Yeah, you made the right decision by having your father choked to death.
What decision? It wasn't even her choice.
Talking about stuff.
Aiden, you weren't supposed to do that.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's right.
All right, everybody. In the next part, we start the Navajo chapter.
It tells me I'm going to be in for a ride.
Get ready, Dwibs, because the Navajo chapter, boy, is it's classic Nibbit Cage. I love it.
Let me put it like this, Dwibs. You know how you have a tendency to be drunk?
Yeah.
Let's just say that you may mistake the Navajo chapter for what it's like when you're drunk. You will think you're either drunk, high, stoned, or all of the above.
All right, see you, everybody.
See ya.